the beginning of January here in South Florida, and right now the water temperatures are ranging in the upper 60s, lower 70s, which on this particular body of water has been making the fishing pretty tough. I've been striking out on pretty much most presentations I've been working lately. So I saw these at the shop, and I've been hearing a lot of great things online. These are the Salty Ned Shrimp by Z-Man, and we're going to try this out today. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to emulate a shrimp that's on the grass. And this body of water, we do have a lot of grass, so I think this might be a good choice. So we're going to give it a shot. Right now I'm fishing it on a Terramar XX. It's a medium light, so it is a very lightweight finesse setup on an Alberidan reel. I've got 20-pound Cast King braid on here. This is the finesse braid, and I got a little 15-pound Seagar InvizX leader. So we're just going to give this a shot and see if we can make something happen, and let's get to it. There we go. All right, finally got our first fish here. Little guy on the Salty Ned. All right, check out that little dude. There he is. Got him. A little better one there. Heck yeah. He came down and whacked that. Oh, nice. All right. Little better one. This one could have ate that last one. Salty Ned Shrimp. Saltwater lure, paying dividends in freshwater right there. Nice fish. Alright, so how I'm working this shrimp is there's some grass out here, probably in about 6 foot of water, 5-6 foot of water, and I'm just letting this little shrimp really just kind of go down in the grass and sit there. And when it's sitting in the grass, it looks really natural, because see that little tail kind of wiggles as it's sitting there with the current and with just any kind of disruption of the water. So it looks very, very natural. And those bass, they just come and pick it up. Now this bait obviously is originally designed for saltwater, but this really is a phenomenal freshwater bait too, especially in cold water situations where these fish are feeding on stuff like this. So we're just going to keep it going here and see what we can do with this thing. We've already caught a couple fish with it, but you know, really with this one, you want to fish it slow. You know, you just get it down there and just pop it. It's not like you cast it out and just reel it in. It's not a swim bait. So it's really designed to mimic a little crab or a freshwater shrimp. And these bass, they eat a lot of this stuff, especially in grassy areas. There's a lot of shrimp that live in grass, especially here in Florida. So not many people know about that, but it is true. There's actually a lot of freshwater shrimp in there, and they're always eating them, and there's tons of them in there. See if I can show you how this looks in the water. See if you can see that, but look how natural that looks bouncing off the rocks. Hopefully you can see that there. It just looks like a little shrimp bouncing around the bottom, and how it stands up. The tail stands up. Look at that. Looks really, really natural. Looks really good. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, he came off. Dang, I never got a really good hook set on him, but I really hope that came through in the video. I just saw the whole thing, him swiping that. That was so awesome. But I should have let him eat it a little bit more before I set up. All right, let's try that again. That was so much fun. I really should have let him eat it a little bit more on that. But it is how it goes. That was definitely my fault. That wasn't the hook or the bait's fault. Got a little too jumpy there. But we got some little micro bass right in front of us here that I can see. Let's see if they'll bite this. Oh, I think I spooked him already. He saw my rod. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at him. That is funny. All right, there's a couple more right in here. Let's see if I can get him to bite this. They just can't resist this thing. They spooked. If I wouldn't have spooked them, I think I would have had a chance. Let's try it again over here. Anytime you're sight fishing, you don't want to drop it right on their head. You want to make it seem like it's their idea. Oh, he's on it. No. That's the thing, when you're fishing, you got to pay attention to everything. Little clues. There he is. Oh man, that was a little nibble there. Could have been might have been just a perch or something. There he goes. Wow, look at this little guy. That was so cool though. All right, see, easy release on him. Yeah, see, with this bait, you know, you're gonna get those little microfish, but you're gonna get some decent ones too. It's a lot of fun. Everything wants to eat this bait. Can't wait to fish this in saltwater. This is really my first experience with this bait, and it's freshwater, and it's doing really well. I mean, I haven't been doing very well in this lake recently, and since I used this bait, I've been actually starting to catch fish, which is great. But I really can't wait to use this in saltwater. It'd be very cool to use this in on the flats where you can actually see the fish come up and eat it and run with it. That's going to be spectacular. Oh, there he is. All right. Got another little guy. Yeah, I mean, if you're strictly going for big fish, this may not be the bait for you. But, man, if you just want to have a lot of fun, tie on one of these. There he is. Another little guy. This bait definitely catches the little ones. There we go. This lake, this is the lake behind my house actually, it has not been fishing well at all. And this is really the first bait that's catching them. I mean, I'm not catching big ones, but at least I'm catching. So maybe that's something to talk about. You know, if you're on a reservoir and just nothing else is working, you know, and it just seems like, you know, you're getting skunked or what have you, just maybe pop on one of these little salty Ned shrimps, and see if you can at least make something happen. And I mean, this is really my first time using it, period. I haven't even used it in saltwater yet. I'm really looking forward to that. But in freshwater, it seems to really be getting it done. And I think it's really gonna do well in areas that have a lot of grass, because that's where shrimp live in freshwater. They live on the grass. They attach themselves to the side of the grass blades and on the leaves of the grass. Whatever kind of grass is there, that's what they're gonna do. They live and eat and do everything in the grass. So you're gonna want to fish it around grass. You know, maybe in rocky areas it might work good too, because it might emulate like a little crawfish or something like that. But so far, this is really the only bait that I've used in the past few months that's worked in this lake. Now it's winter time, and traditionally, at least in this body of water, the fish kind of slow down or this time of year. And it might be because, you know, what they're feeding on is this type of bait, you know, little crustaceans and whatnot. So you got to match the hatch, and this is doing it. There he is. All right. There's a little better one. A little better one there. Doesn't just catch tiny bass. Is not exactly a giant, but that's better. There you go.